Charity. Just ate a pizza. Okay. It was really good. Tiferet is kind of like, we call it a potcation. I haven't smoked pot at all. It's like a constant high. Like you're high on pot. Purifying all this Slytherininness in you. Emotionally eating. Downloading new magics. Constantly. One giant potcation. Alright? It can also be a horror show. Because you're going to unveil deep, deep shadows. Deep stuff. Okay? Like the reavers, etc. For me, it was the reminding that we could all just end up stabbing each other to death because we're all parasites living on planet Earth. And all Mother Earth has to do is send out an aggressive warning or an aggression warning, and we're all dead. We're all just stabbing each other to death. We are living on a planet, basically raping it. With a planet with a living consciousness. Okay. That all she has to do is give the order. Every single thing you get in life. Everything. And this is why the dragons do that fuck you lower teaching. Everything you guys get in life is charity from Mother Earth. As long as you're in a human body on this planet, your body is charity. Your right to exist on this planet is charity. Your right to even hold a fucking wand is charity. So, while the energies of aggression still flew through me, became highly aware. And I have a huge, huge amount of self-control and rooting deep into the planet, okay? Huge amounts of self-control. Mother Earth has incredible repressed rage because everybody is crossing her boundaries. Everyone. So if you want to know, like, I'm the one who's crazy and has anger. No, Mother Earth is fucking furious, you guys. Completely. So the reavers get created when you guys all think you're fucking saints and you're still raping the planet. because it's the repressed shadow. So the biggest thing to do is surrender to Mother Earth and go, I see you, Mother Earth. This food I'm about to eat, it's yours. This pepper is yours. This pizza is yours. All of it is yours. And everything I get, everything that I get is what you've given me. It's all pure charity. And that helps tame her. It bridges understanding. You need to have reverence for everything on this planet. You will be turned into a Christ, or you will probably be slaughtered. It is up to Mother Earth, and I'm going to help to make sure everything and everyone transmutes gracefully and peacefully. But if she creates reavers, it's not her fault. It's your guys's. Because you didn't ask permission before you bought a sweatshirt. You didn't ask permission before you bought your magic cubes for a class, right? Even if, you know, it's to save the planet or to take care of the planet, right? You didn't ask permission to go into the gardens. Okay? It's your entitlement issues. These are all things I've done. It's my entitlement issues. It's your guys' entitlement issues. Because in Tiferet, like if it was really coming from God, it would be fish and loaves. But it's coming from Mother Earth, so it's not coming from God. It's coming from the limited source, not from the higher planes. So unless you know how to bridge the two and establish the gift of fish and loaves where nobody got screwed and it was purely coming from source. You guys need to be very gentle. You will learn how to, again, just to be a Netzach, you have to establish fairy sense. I'm not going to step there because it might hurt the grass. To be in Tiferet, you've got a faith, trust, and pixie dust with Mother Earth. Can you imagine Tinkerbell going into Pixie Hollow like, ooh, I own this place. I can do whatever I want. Dude, I did that. And I'm about as innocent as they get. I'm going to take care of the planet, so it's fine. You know? Charity. Your virtues and your vices, through this ascension process is going to be your only ticket. Your only ticket through. It's going to look like the Maze Runner. It's going to look like the Hunger Games. It's going to look fucking horrible, dudes. And I am doing everything to help. And most people are asleep. And it's going to be the virtues that you've did, the self-work, the real self-work, not the narcissistic self-work. Otherwise, it's going to look like one giant horror show. It's going to... And to do that self-work is hard. It's miserable. It's torture. But it's the only way. I am trying to do everything, even contain Babaji, and get him into higher intelligence spaces, because he's just like one giant poltergeist to me. Every piece of magic I have to offer anybody is charity. It's charity coming from God. It's charity coming from Earth. You guys should adopt those ideas. That everything you're given in life is charity from God and charity from Earth. It makes it, the idea of reverence, really easy. And then you can breathe. But if you come from a space of entitlements, man, it's gonna look like the end of Parasite. And like your kid's gonna, get stabbed in the heart, and like then your husband's, gonna end up in jail kind of thing because he just stabbed the other guy. That's what it's gonna look like, because that's what you guys are doing to Mother Earth. And that's the mirror. Again, it's really nice when you're in Hode to learn the mirror prism instead of cycle through the crap lessons over and over again and still end up in nightmare land. So hopefully we can end up in heaven land. Hopefully there's actual hope. Hopefully there is actual charity from God and Mother Earth, instead of fake. And I believe the real charity from God and Mother Earth is going to reflect the real charity within you. So this is kind of like that get over yourself really quickly teaching. Because otherwise, if this inspires you to kill yourself, just understand you're going to be probably forced to reincarnate on this planet and still go through the horror show until you learn how to not. So think of it as the death that needs to happen is the death of the ego, or the resistance to being able to serve God. This outfit is charity. This backdrop is charity. Everything, the head, everything. It's why it's my wand. And I knew it. I knew it the minute I got it. Is that this was God's teaching me that I'm God's charity case. And if I'm God's charity case, you guys are all definitely God's charity cases. And you know what? That's cool. Because when you come to that space that you're God's charity case and you're Mother Earth's charity case, maybe you can go into the inner child. Maybe it makes you drop your ego. Maybe you can equal out. Find a balanced space. Maybe it's humbling and it like makes you feel like a kid again. And that's okay. Actually, that's kind of one of the virtues and the teachings of Tiferet, is to heal that inner child component. And that's why that the Tinkerbell and the trolls and all of that stuff, that's charity. That's Mother Earth's charity for all of us. That we could remind ourselves what Mother Earth feels. And how to be a good charity case. All right, I think we've learned our lesson. Oh, Mother Earth's like going, I don't want to slaughter a seal with a knife. So if Mother Earth doesn't want to slaughter a seal with a knife, she doesn't want humans to slaughter a seal with a knife. Right now, she's okay with having a duck or a chicken's head cut off so that a couple humans can eat it, you know? We evolve. All right? But she doesn't want to slaughter, you know why? There's no reason to be slaughtering seals right now. All right, that's where we're at. Just understand, as certain people, as everyone begins to evolve and uplift the consciousness of the planet, that the boundaries and everything gets much higher. The standards get much higher. And the resistance to changing just looks like vampire or demonic. And everybody projecting at me that I'm demonic because I can hear Mother Earth has a real problem. Especially so that they can continue to rape the planet and never put it back where it needed to be. Like, good luck to you guys. The first people that end up calling me demonic are probably the first people that will end up becoming reavers. And at that point, it's just sad. Because I'm doing everything in my power to prevent it. I could say, Kali Run out. Is that reverent? Is it not?